stop everything you're doing right now and listen carefully. What I'm about to tell you might shake you to your core, but you need to hear this truth. Your soulmate, the person you thought would never leave, the person you believed would always be there, is replacing you. And what they are replacing you with is something you never expected. Something that will make you question everything you thought you knew about love, connection, and destiny. They are replacing you with peace. They are replacing you with healing. They are replacing you with self-love. They are replacing you with a version of themselves that no longer needs you to feel complete. I know this hurts to hear. I know you're sitting there right now, feeling your heart drop, feeling that familiar ache spread through your chest. Because deep down, you knew something was changing. You felt them pulling away. You noticed how they stopped fighting for your attention. You saw how they became quieter, calmer, more distant. And you told yourself it was just a phase. You told yourself they were going through something and they would come back to you. You told yourself that what you had was too strong to break. But the truth is, they're not coming back. Not because they stopped caring about you. Not because they found someone better. But because they found something more valuable than any relationship could ever give them. They found themselves. They found their peace. They found their healing. And in that discovery, they realized that they cannot keep sacrificing their inner calm for a connection that constantly disrupts it. Let me take you back to the beginning. When you first met this person, there was magic. There was chemistry. There was this unexplainable pull that made you believe they were meant for you. You call them your soulmate because being with them felt like coming home. You shared dreams together. You made promises together. You built a world where the two of you were the center of everything. But somewhere along the way, things shifted. The connection that once felt easy started to feel heavy. The love that once lifted you up started to weigh you both down. Arguments became more frequent. Misunderstandings became more painful. And instead of growing together, you started growing apart. Yet neither of you wanted to admit it. You both held on, believing that love alone was enough to fix everything. Your soulmate tried. They really did. They tried to make it work. They tried to understand you. They tried to meet you halfway. They tried to be patient, to be forgiving, to be everything you needed. But with every try, they lost a little piece of themselves. With every compromise, they moved further away from their own peace. With every argument, they felt their energy draining, their heart growing tired, their spirit becoming heavy. And then one day, they woke up and realized something powerful. They realized that love should not cost them their peace. They realized that a soulmate connection should not require them to lose themselves. They realized that no matter how strong the bond, no matter how deep the history, they cannot continue in a space that constantly takes from them without giving back. So they made a choice. The hardest choice they have ever made. They chose themselves. They chose their healing. They chose their peace. And in making that choice, they had to let you go. This is the shocking truth that nobody talks about. We are taught that soulmates are forever. We are taught that if someone is truly meant for you, you will always find a way to make it work. We are taught that walking away from soulmate is giving up, is failing, is losing something precious that you will never find again. But what if that is not true? What if sometimes loving someone means letting them go? What if sometimes the most spiritual thing you can do is choose your own well-being over a connection that is hurting you? What if your soulmate was sent into your life not to stay forever, but to teach you lessons you needed to learn, to show you parts of yourself you needed to see, and then to step aside so you could grow into who you were truly meant to be. Your soulmate is not replacing you with another person. They are not out there looking for someone new to fill the space you left. They are replacing the chaos with calmness. They are replacing the confusion with clarity. They are replacing the pain with purpose. They are replacing the version of themselves that needed you with a version that is whole on their own. And I know this feels like rejection. I know it feels like you were not enough. I know it feels like everything you shared meant nothing. But that is not what this is. This is not about you not being enough. This is about them finally realizing that they are enough. This is not about your love being worthless. This is about them understanding that love should add to their life, not take away from it. Think about all the times you saw them struggling. Think about all the times they looked exhausted, drained, empty. Think about all the times they tried to explain how they felt, but you did not truly hear them. Think about all the times they needed space, but you took it personally. Think about all the times they asked for change, but nothing changed. They were drowning, and you did not see it. Or maybe you saw it, but you did not know how to help. Or maybe you did know, but you were too focused on your own needs to prioritize theirs. And now they have pulled themselves out of the water. They have found solid ground. They have learned to breathe again. And they know, deep in their soul, that going back into that water will only drown them again. This does not make them selfish. This makes them wise. This does not make them cold. This makes them strong. This does not make them heartless. This makes them finally, after so long, putting their own heart first. You might be wondering what you could have done differently. You might be replaying every conversation, every moment, every mistake. You might be thinking that if you had just been more understanding, more patient, more loving, they would still be here. But the truth is, some connections are meant to end. Some people are meant to walk into your life, change you, and then walk away. Not because the love was not real, but because the lesson was complete. Your soulmate taught you something important. They showed you what connection feels like. They showed you what it means to care deeply for another person. They showed you your own capacity to love. But they also showed you where you need to grow. They showed you patterns you need to break. They showed you wounds you need to heal. They held up a mirror, and now it is your turn to look at your reflection and do the work. And while they're choosing peace, you have a choice too. You can spend your energy trying to win them back, try to convince them that things will be different, trying to hold on to something that has already let you go. Or you can do what they are doing. You can choose yourself. You can choose your healing. You can choose to look at this ending not as a loss, but as a redirection. Because here is another truth that might surprise you. If this person is truly your soulmate, if this connection is truly meant to be, then letting them go is the only way to ever have them back. Not the broken version of them that stayed out of obligation. Not the tired version of them that gave up their peace to keep you happy. But the healed version of them that knows their worth, that protects their energy, that only enters spaces where they are valued and respected. And for that version of them to exist, they need this time apart. They need this space to grow. They need this distance to find themselves again. And so do you. So stop chasing. Stop begging. Stop trying to convince them to come back. Instead, let them go with grace. Let them have their peace. Let them have their healing. And use this time to find your own. Work on yourself. Understand your patterns. Heal your wounds. Become the person who does not need someone else to feel complete. Become the person who adds to another person's peace instead of taking from it. And if you're truly meant to be together, the universe will bring you back when you are both ready, when you are both healed, when you are both whole, when the connection no longer costs either of you your peace, but instead enhances it. But if you never come back together, that is okay too, because this ending is not a failure. It is a transformation. It is growth. It is both of you choosing to honor yourselves enough to walk away from what no longer serves you. Your soulmate is replacing you with peace. And maybe, just maybe, it is time for you to do the same.